Tune in to Basement Talk. I'm your host, RizTheKing.
You gonna get this man to say something stupid.
This is G-Ray coming out of St. Louis. Get my phone. It's an argument about pride. Man, I'm telling you. So this is real life for me.
It's the offense.
Huh?
That's the offense. That's my point.
But I'm telling you that
He can complete it.
Ross,
If the coach don't call
if
it.
the coach believed that he
If
can,
the coach gonna
if he
call
believed that he can complete on first down, he would do it.
Not necessarily.
They do it with Aaron Rodgers
It's a different coach.
because they believe he can complete on first down.
Different coach.
No, it's a different quarterback.
If you are a conservative
Because
coach,
Tony Romo got that on first down.
if you are a conservative coach,
Come on, Ross. Jason Garrett gave it to
if
Tony Romo
you
on first
are a
down.
conservative
Yeah,
coach,
he did.
He didn't give it to Dak on first
you are a
down
conservative-
because he don't believe that Dak's going to
That's
get him on first
not true.
down.
That's a lie.
He
You know
believes it's
why?
going to be second and long more so than it's going to be first down again.
When DeMarco Murray was with Tony Romo, they still led the league run the ball first down. They still lead the league run the ball first down, no matter who the quarterback is.
So Tony
So
Romo
it doesn't
to
matter.
you.
It's the coaching.
So Tony Romo to you throws the ball less
You gotta.
than Dak Prescott.
No.
They did that
He
year,
threw the
Ross,
ball.
but over
Thank
Tony,
you.
over that year, but over Tony Romo's career, that wasn't a main.
Tony Romo, head coach, wasn't always Jason Garrett.
Okay, hold on.
Jason Garrett is conservative.
You have a good argument with Jason Garrett.
That's my point.
You have a good argument with Jason Garrett. But to say that Jason Garrett doesn't call good plays, to say that Dez Bryant didn't benefit from Jason Garrett. Dez Bryant did good. People are trying to hate on Dez Bryant when he had Dak Prescott. No, people say that Dez Bryant was done. He couldn't get separation. They said all of that when he had Dak.
His second year, no, the first year Dez was still good. Hence why they went 13-3 and Dak was still balling. The second year, Dez was done. He was terrible.
So
that's why they cut him.
Ross. So you trying to tell me that Dez Bryant couldn't get open at all?
No, Dez Bryant would drop a lot of balls.
He was getting open, but he was dropping some passes and stuff like that
Drop
too.
a lot of balls.
He dropped some passes
a
and stuff.
lot. Let me give you an example, right? I watched Dak. Why? Because I drafted
you love him.
Dez.
Because you love him.
Right? No, because I didn't. Wait, hey, I
gonna draft
drafted
him this year
No,
'cause
guess
you
what?
love him.
Second year, I didn't draft Dak. I drafted Dez.
And you hate
Bryant.
yourself for it. Stupid. I should got Dak.
Get done. Hey, his favorite quarterback can't even get on the
everybody
field.
said
Teddy
that.
Bridgewater.
I ain't
So
gonna
we'll,
down this time.
so we'll stop.
Yeah, we haven't seen the real Dak because the real Dak is heavily influenced by what Zeke dictates
Okay.
to the defense.
So when Zeke was out,
Okay.
he was suspended for 6 games in the middle of the season last year, right?
Right.
They went 3-3
Right.
without Zeke, right?
So what does that tell you about their
Hold
quarterback?
up.
Their quarterback.
So the first game, Zeke came back in the playoff hunt.
They lost.
Right? They lost with Zeke.
Right.
So,
But that's more
So what they
incriminating
tell
on
you?
a quarterback.
So that tells me that, hold up.
It could be the offensive coordinator. He could have overcompensated since he got a star back.
So
he could have called bad calls that made them lose that game.
Good of his
So I
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but-
that kind of stuff is
but-
real.
But my
That's
thing
real
is,
too,
my
right?
thing is, I would say play calling was bad the whole time.
Exactly. But that doesn't big up Dak for what you're trying
I'm
to do.
not saying big up that. What I'm saying is,
You was trying to.
no, I wasn't. What I'm saying is, I'm
You
saying
was
Zeke
trying
is the
to.
reason why. I'm saying without Zeke, they went 3-3. They were a 9-17 that whole year. They went 3-3 without Zeke. And the first game he comes back in the middle of the playoff hunt. Zeke is back. We want to take this game and win. They lost.
Right.
So Zeke didn't make no difference.
So like I
So
said,
that team was still mediocre with Zeke
can
or
Zeke,
without Zeke.
hold on, but can Zeke be hurt by bad play calling as well?
Of course.
So can that be a contribute to why maybe they didn't win because of the bad play calling?
That's my whole thing I'm trying to
I'm
tell
just
you.
asking those questions because you're not.
I am telling you the reason why y'all see Dak the way y'all see him is because he's hindered by Jason Garrett.
I don't agree with that.
I see actual talent and skills behind the hindering of Jason Garrett.
I don't agree with
I
that.
can see Bianca. I've seen him make way too many plays. He
You do
makes
see
mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes.
His release is as slow as Tebow's is. Agree, disagree.
Totally disagree.
Agree.
Totally disagree.
You totally disagree. Why?
Totally disagree.
I'm not gonna say it's
What
quite
do you mean?
as Tebow had a slow delivery. Dak has a slow delivery, but I'm not gonna say it was worse than Tebow.
There's nowhere near.
Tebow's had the worst delivery I've
Dak
seen.
can throw.
How many
Dak can
sacks?
throw sidearm.
You know
Dak can
that-
throw the ball anyway.
Another stat, since he's such a great quarterback, he's increased in sacks every year. But Reed's defense is so good because he's such a great quarterback. But he increased in sacks every year.
This is what I'm also.
How does that happen?
Because again, like I say, he's a playmaker. When you try to make plays, sometimes he should make sure.
So he holds the ball too long.
Sometimes, yeah.
And he takes sacks.
Sometimes.
That hurts his team.
Sometimes. Or it can
That
be
hurts his team.
Everybody
Agree
gets
with
sacked.
it.
Everybody gets sacked, Maury.
No. He's taking the sacks.
No.
You don't have to get second Dak plays.
He took 52 sacks. That was
56.
56. That was amongst the league worst.
It is up there.
But we already acknowledged, and I agree with Amari on this, he has one of the best offensive lines.
Not passing offensive lines. The best running offensive lines.
Come on, man.
It's not the best passing.
He got one of the best offensive lines.
Come on,
Tony
Ross.
Romo didn't get sacked a lot?
Come on, Ross.
Hold on.
Come on, Ross.
Now, I'm not saying Tony Romo
You talking about the offensive line can't pass block?
No. They're better at running than passing.
Can't they pass block?
Everybody pass block.
No,
Except
okay,
Arizona.
then.
Except
Are they
Arizona.
Pro Bowlers?
Except Arizona.
Are they Pro Bowlers now? So they're not Pro Bowlers?
Because they're running.
So they only do run plays.
I didn't say that.
So are they Pro Bowlers over there?
Not just Pro Bowlers.
On the O-line.
We're talking about all pros.
All pro.
They have 3 all pros.
Bro, I'm not saying they don't.
So you're trying to say they have 3 all pro, they can run block and pass block, but Dak is taking the most sacks. How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
Okay.
Because
So blame the O-line.
Okay, guess what?
Blame the O-line, blame James Garrett, blame Zeke for not picking up the
I didn't
block,
say-
but don't blame Dak.
I didn't say no. I didn't say that. I said
So whose
I
fault
just
is
said
that?
it depends.
On who? What does it depend on?
Have you ever heard? Has anyone heard of a covered sack? Most
You just
times
said no
covered
joke.
sacks happen because of what?
Because nobody's open.
Nobody's open, right?
So how many coverage sacks?
What?
So that could be
So
an
how many
interception.
other
Wait a minute.
things cover
So wait a
sacks?
minute. So instead of throwing an interception, he took a sack.
Or
That's way better than throwing an interception.
Aaron Rodgers throws the ball away.
Or he's not.
Aaron Rodgers is faulty for throwing the ball away too much.
This year.
He just started doing it.
He just started doing that. So maybe when that get older, maybe he turn around. I ain't seen Aaron
The
Rodgers.
last 2 years he's been doing it.
Last year the most.
Well, he got
What?
hurt. He hurt his knee.
Or either it's a
saying.
coverage
So last
sack,
year he was
or
trying to
he's
protect
not
himself.
finding people on delivering the ball on time.
But they go off of what the stats say.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that's
what
putting
the
him in
stats
top 5. He's in the top 5.
But in
Numbers
football,
can lie.
the numbers lie in football.
All I said was his percentages in the top 5. That's all I can go off of.
In 3
If you take
years.
away Zeke's 77 catches, which are the easiest passes alone,
Those don't count.
because nobody else, like the people.
Mark, wait a minute. Is he the only person to have a running back catch? Who caught the most?
No.
Wait a minute. Drew Brees.
I'm talking about the
whoa, whoa, whoa.
45%.
Alvin Kamara.
Thank you. Alvin Kamara and Saquon Barkley caught more passes than Zeke.
Listen,
Drew Brees is the most accurate quarterback ever.
Ross, Zeke
And threw the ball to the running back a lot.
Zeke
Tom Brady threw the ball to the running back a lot.
Zeke is a running
So
back.
why y'all taking it
Listen.
away from Dak?
No, listen to what I'm telling
Like
you.
it's his fault.
No, listen to what I'm telling you. Zeke is a running back. They tried to create him to be a pass catching out the backfield
he's their best
because Dak needed some help.
Because they had no receivers to start the year off.
Ross, listen to what I'm telling you.
They had 0 receivers.
even when they
Zeke was
did get
catching the ball
receivers, he
downfield
still-
with Amari Cooper.
Yeah, with Amari
So that's not
Cooper,
changing
dog.
anything.
Yeah,
He had
it's
77 catches in 16 games.
Right.
That's a lot of catches per game.
Technically 15 because he missed the last game.
He missed. That's a lot per game.
I'm not saying it's not.
With Amari Cooper
But
on the roster,
a lot
he
of
was
great
targeted.
quarterbacks does that. I
He
just
was
told you,
targeted.
Drew Brees
But I'm telling you
throws
this.
the ball to running backs a lot.
Ross.
Tom Brady throws the ball to running backs a lot. These are characteristics of great quarterbacks.
Drew Brees.
Thank you guys
Ross.
for helping me out here.
It's not characteristics of great quarterbacks.
Tom Brady
Now,
throws
he
the
has a
ball
point.
to a
He
lot
has
of
a
running
point. He has
backs.
a point. Tom Brady
Drew
does.
Brees.
Their whole offensive standpoint is to get the ball to Kamara all day long. So the Saints do that. So the Cowboys, they're granted the situation was to get the ball to Zeke, no matter how they could do it. He's their best player. So they did it all day long. So I understand
why
his
you
point
faulting
there.
him because he's able to hit the person that they want him to hit?
No. What I'm saying
They
is,
want him to grab the ball.
What I'm saying is the amount of completions that he has to his running back this past season aided to his
great numbers.
his great
Right.
completion percentage.
His
The other,
percentage has always been great. Before Zeke got 77 catches.
oh my goodness, Ross.
It's the truth.
How many passes did Dak throw in a game?
Just depends on
Like, it was around 18 to 22.
18, 20, 22. So other people throw the ball.
depends on the game.
No, because you're comparing his stats to people throwing the ball
Depends on the
35, 40 times a game.
Exactly.
No, I'm not.
So
And
that's
that's my
understood.
problem with
And
And guess what? His yards per throw were still higher than the average.
how many of them completions? How many of the passes were
His
completed?
yards per throw.
Exactly.
His yard per completion, I mean.
No, you said yards per throw.
No, I'm
downfield.
going to say completion.
Now yards down, throw downfield is a different story as far as yard completion.
Yards per completion. No. It was above average. You can tell me no.
I'm not saying above average. I'm talking about
It's above average.
I'm talking about you're giving him credit like he's a really good throwing quarterback.
I'm saying that he is a better throwing quarterback than y'all give him.
I'm telling you that he's
That's
not
all
a
I'm saying.
throwing quarterback.
Y'all are putting him in the bottom.
You
in
said-
the bottom 20.
I'm telling you that Blake
I'm
Bortles
saying way better than
Blake
that.
Bortles puts up the same stats that he does. He's not as accurate because he doesn't throw the ball to the running back so much.
Blake
If he threw the ball to
terrible.
if he threw the ball to
Terrible.
TJ
That's
Yeldon
terrible.
as much as he throws the
That's
ball to Zeke, he
terrible.
would have
That's terrible.
Put Blake Bortles on that Dallas Cowboys team. He's having comparable stats.
Agree, but I do. That's a good valid.
He's had the best fantasy stats.
Wait a second. Guess what?
Blake Bortles had great
who the
fantasy
quarterback
stats,
was
bro.
before Dak?
Come on, bro.
The same line.
Address Blake Bortles' fantasy stats.
Wait a minute. Turnover got hurt.
Address Blake
Do you
Bortles'
know who they
fantasy
put in?
stats.
They put in Matt Castle. They were fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So not every quarterback with that line and Dez,
But
the running back with DeMarco Murray.
They weren't calling the same type of.
Whoa! Plays don't matter, remember?
I didn't say plays don't matter.
That was arguing before. I said plays matter a huge amount.
Explain to me
Matt
this.
Castle was so bad.
You're going to Matt Castle. I said Blake Bortles. How did Blake Bortles get all them stats of fantasy? Please tell me that. And
When they got down by 30, and they would do a lot of dinking and dunking until he fucking got touchdowns.
So he did what to get a bunch of stats?
And they got down by 30. They always started the game off down by a lot, and he would get all his touchdowns came in the second half, and they were down by a lot.
And Dak,
that year he had 30.
Hold on, check this out. And Dak has the most comebacks in the fourth quarter.
The most comebacks.
Second to time.
Hold on. So now
The most comebacks.
This is
Blake
the
Bortles
correlation.
garbage time.
Here's the
comeback
correlation.
and garbage time.
Here's
Two
the
things,
correlation.
That's right.
When you are playing defense to not lose, like we don't want to lose in the fourth quarter. We're just trying to make sure these guys don't beat us. You're playing a little bit more lackadaisical defense. You're giving up smaller passes here because you want to guard the end zone as opposed to guarding the first down. You want to know that as long as I keep them from scoring, I win. So you're going to give up smaller passes that will give Dak stats. Like Blake Bortles got stats.
Now let me change the
in
difference.
defense. In defense, what's the difference?
Okay. Down by 3 in a tie game to win the game is different than being down by 30 and getting all. Wait a minute, let me finish. Getting all your stats down by 30.
Right.
Wait a minute, and you scored 2 touchdowns to make
Jacksonville went to the AFC Championship game because they was winning games.
No, his stats were trash a year.
Ross,
His stats were trash a year.
Blake
He was
Bortles has
they were
never
running
been a
team.
fantasy
They
bum.
were, what y'all think, man? Dak, we think he good. I think he good. He ain't gonna make it again.
Well, Dak ain't. He like.
Fist fight.
He ain't gonna make it.
He like.